ॐ सहना तु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यम् भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपादं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तूटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तिः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। 35th श्लोक पेज नंबर 108। लीयते हि सुषुप्ते तत् निगृहीतं न लीयते तदेव निर्भयं ब्रह्म ध्यानालोकं समन्ततः। लीयते हि सुषुप्ते तत् निगृहीतं न लीयते तदेव निर्भयं ब्रह्म ध्यानालोकं समन्ततः। 36 अजं मनिद्रम् अस्वप्नम् अनामकम् अरूपकम् सकृद्विभातं सर्वज्ञम् नोपचारः कथञ्चन। अजं मनिद्रम् अस्वप्नम् अनामकम् अरूपकम् सकृद्विभातं सर्वज्ञ नोपचारः कथञ्चन नोपचारः कथञ्चन। As we know, in this Prakaran, Advaita Prakaran, the first two shlokas were the Pratikya Vakya. Pratikya was done in that Ajam is only there, Ajatavad was propounded. Then from the third to the 10th shlok, the Hetu was given. Why we are saying this? And to propound those, to affirm those that only one self is there, 11th to 15th Shrutis were given. Ridaranyak and Taittiriya, if you remember, these two Shrutis were quoted. Then 16th Shloka gave us the Upasana portion. It told about the three kinds of Upasakas, the Madhyam, Mandh and the Uttam. Then from 17th to 28th, Proud Vritti was discussed. From the higher standpoint of view, how that Ajatvad is there, that was discussed. And then 29th to 30th, 29, 30 and 31st, Amani Bhav was discussed. Amani Bhav, what is that Amani Bhav? It is not absorption of the mind, not the dissolution of the mind. The mind is there, but the thoughts are negated. Then from 31st to 39th, now it is described more. That Amani Bhav is described more. 29, 30 and 31st, Spandan Bhav was given. I'm sorry, Spandan Bhav. Now, how that mind is nothing but Spandan, how everything is seen because of that Spandan only. So everything in this world is Spandan only. So that was discussed from 29, 30 and 29th and 30th. And 31st to 39th shlok that we are now is on Amani Bhav. Amani Bhav. So anything, Amani Bhav means what? Perception is there, but we have falsified it. Valuation is not there. It is there, but it has no value because I have already negated it. And that is why my attention does not go towards its purpose, towards its utility. So anything which is false is vritti rupa only. So that vritti is also false. So whatever is seen, whatever is false is all in the mind only, seen where it is not there. Vritti means what? Vritti means it is changing, it is modifying, it is jad. So it needs some, because it is false, it needs something that is sat. And from where is it taking the existence from? From that sat only. So in this way, here we saw this, and we are now seeing the Amani Bhav. So now yesterday we completed the 34th shlok. In the 31st shlok, if you remember, one word was very, very important. That was Vivek Darshana Abhyasa Vairagya Abhyam. I had made it underline, and yesterday also I had taken this. So we have to remember this phrase, that Vivek Darshana Abhyasa Vairagya Abhyam, page 175, the fourth line. So we have to discriminate with Vivek. Only Abhyas won't make a difference. There has to be the discrimination factor also alive in us that will continuously separate what is right and what is wrong, what is false and what is true. And then once it is done through Vairagya and Abhyas, when it is done, then what will happen? Rajvameva sarpe layam gate. Now that sarp is already lean where? In the rope. Now that sarp is not there. That sarp is not there to scare me. That sarp is not there to make people run away, because it is gone. Where has it gone? In its substratum, from where it never came. It has gone there from where it never had come. But I was feeling that it has come. Similarly, here also, that mind is nothing but that Sat only. The mind is nothing but that Brahma only. It is appearing, it is through its movement, through its spandan, it is creating everything, but here there is nothing. Through this Amani Bhav, through this Vairagya Darshan, through this Vivek Darshan, when we are analyzing it, what is its nature, what is its essence, essential form, it is nothing but that Aham only, but it is nothing but that Brahma only, then it dissolves. It dissolves. How does it dissolve? Through that Gyan, it dissolves. Where does it dissolve? in its substratum, it dissolves. Where did it dissolve? From where it never had come. So it is not there actually. We are seeing through a goggle that was never there. So we have to just take out the goggle. How? Through Gyan. Through Gyan. We don't have to practically do it. We have to understand where in our mind only. So that mind will only take us there. With that instrument of that mind, when it dissolves, it starts dissolving. When we see that nothing is there, that means what is there? That Sat is only there. That only Sat is there. This is called Amani Bhav. It is not negating, it is not dissolving the mind, it is not quietening of the mind. I'm again and again repeating this, that Amani Bhav in Updesh Sar was different. Amani Bhav here is different. Those people who have heard Updesh Sar, there also Amani Bhav had come. So here, this is different. Here, it is saying that I'm looking at it. I'm seeing every thought. The thoughts are coming and going. I'm a witness to it. All the thoughts are coming. I'm seeing the substratum. Where is it coming from? What is its essence? Who is prompting it? It is actually Jad. Who is enlivening it? So when my attention goes to the substratum, the effect or the superimposition falsifies itself automatically. Automatically it goes away. When my attention is on the ornament, then that ornament has the capacity to affect me. But the moment my attention goes to the gold, the effect loses, the effect to affect me will loosen. Like I remember I had given the example of a devotee of Lord Ram who had a Ram Darbar made out of gold, and he had a very tight financial condition, so he had to go to the goldsmith to sell it. He sold everything, but all the he had got Ram Darbar, Ram ji, Sita ji, Lakshman ji, Bharat ji, Shatrugna ji, Hanuman ji. So he sold everybody. Then the last thing was Hanuman ji. And then when he was giving Hanuman ji, he said, please, आप इसका थोड़ा दाम ज्यादा लगाइए, ये मेरे बहुत बड़े बहुत इष्ट हैं. So see, for you, he is big. For you, the emotions that you are having, I can't weigh those emotions. I am looking at the gold. So similarly here also, when I look at the mind, essentially, what is it? It is not the effect that it is creating outside. It is not the world. It is not the movement it is creating. It is not the sukh or dukh. What is it? It is essentially that Sat only on which it is seen. So I have to take my attention again and again there to falsify this mind. This is called a Mani Bhav. The mind is there. The mind is not absorbed as in deep sleep, as in samadhi, as in snooze or unconsciousness or coma. It's not like that. The mind is very much present. The thoughts are very much present, but everything is seen negated through this knowledge. This state is called Amani Bhav. And this, how does it happen? This will happen only through Vivek Darshan. And how will Vivek Darshan happen? Through Abhyas and Vairagya. All of them are connected. Without Vairagya and Abhyas, you cannot have the Samani Bhav. And to have Vairagya and Abhyas, you have to have strong Vivek. So all these three go together. Now to practice also continuously. See, this is our homework. This is our homework. We have our discussion class, whatever, for 1 hour only. But the other 23 hours is there for our abhyas, to increase our vairagya, to practice as a sadhak. The more intense this feeling is that I have to get out of this tight position, more I will practice, more I won't leave that thought, because I have the support of only that one thought that will take me out. Like a person went to Swami Vivekananda and he said that I want moksha, I want to have Bhagwan's darshan. Can I have it? He said, "Come, let's go. It's evening time. We'll have a bath, dip in the Ganga, and then we will do our sandhya, and then I'll answer your question." They went, and then Swamiji uh, physically was very healthy, and then they both went, and then when they were taking a dip, Swamiji just held the neck and he put it inside the water. He was fluttering, he was gasping for breath, and then he didn't let him out. Like that, some 30 seconds, 40 seconds after that, he just left him and he came up gasping for air like that. Said, "What are you doing, Swamiji? I will die." So, what was your thought when you were inside the water? My only thought was, I want to breathe. Similarly, here also, like he had for 40 seconds, I should have this thought that I have to get out, I have to get out, I have to get out of this. Otherwise, again, I only have prepared. My blueprint is already ready for the next birth. To cancel all those, and blueprint only does not mean all favorable conditions. It comes in a package. All the unfavorable conditions will be also there, will be injected also. So many, now see, one after the other, all the diseases are coming up. So we will have maybe another COVID, this thing also, vaccination also from the very beginning. I don't know what all we will have. And unfavorable conditions, we have to go to the school again, we have to study so much, history is increasing, we have to read and learn more of the histories also. So we should try to analyze it from that position, the painful position. We always are very careless and carefree about our future and our future words. We take everything very casually, actually. This casual approach is the worst enemy of a seeker. We should not be very casual. In everything, we become very casual. हाँ, देखा जाएगा, हो जाएगा. It's not like that. When a person is in a tight situation, he is the one who has to face everything. And at that time, nobody comes to his help. Nobody will come. He only has to face his own. Maybe it is his physical ailments, or maybe some mental agony. You never know. He can't share also with the closest person. Also, sometimes we're unable to share some agonies. It's not possible because they won't understand us. It's better I keep it with myself. Pathetic conditions are there. Yesterday, I went to an orphanage. Sunita ma'am took me to an orphanage. And that orphanage was HIV positive orphanage. HIV positive orphanage. Very good. Small, small children. They're all HIV positive. It's not their fault also. Somebody are born like that. Class 1 to class 12 children are there, 32 children are there, just in front of our ashram in Surajnagar. So pathetic. They're learning also. They were coming to us and they were seeking our blessings. Somebody is appearing for class 10th. Bless us that our future is good. We don't know whether tomorrow they'll be alive also or not. Last week, only one child of class 7 passed away. So pathetic, pathetic situations. Similarly, you all must be knowing here we have that cancer, this thing also. So there also we have got many, Dipshika. There also we have got so many children. They're facing cancer in their own body. Because body is our instrument, but the enemy is right inside the body. What can we do? It is sitting right there. It's very pathetic outside. We should always try to feel all those things and try to get out of this. Unless we strive, and striving is directly proportional to the pain that we think about, to the pain that we experience. Sometimes we just brush off the pain and we go ahead in our life. No, this should not be the case. Whatever pain you have got, just treasure it. Should treasure it. That again, if I have another birth, maybe I will have pain worse than this pain. then what will I do? That will increase my passion for all this. And Shruti wants me to come out of all this. Punarjan. That is her compassion. And all these people, all these Mahatmas are striving for what? They're doing, putting so much of effort, creating shlokas. Somebody is creating bhashya, somebody is explaining with tika, with tippuni. All those people are doing hard work for us. But if we do not take it very seriously, again, the gate is open. The world will welcome us. The world will welcome us. Come, come, come. It is very happy. Very, very happy. So this was said in 31st shlok. Then 32nd also we saw Amanastam yadayati grahya bhave tadagram. What is that amani bhav? Where there is no grahya or grahak. Perceiver, perceived relation is not there. Akalpakam ajam jnanam geya bhinnam prachakshate. That mind that is devoid of that grahya grahak sambandh. There is no other sankalp also. That is how in Amani Bhav, that is abhinnam prachakshate. That is not different from that Brahma. When I negate all those thoughts, when I negate the perceiver perceived, what is it? What is left is that Brahma only. Brahma gyayam ajam nityam ajay vibudhyate. Through that Brahma that is left, only we have to reach that Brahma. There is no other instrument. So to know that, we need that only. To know that, we have to become that only. From that only, we go to that. Okay. So here that was said that because mind becomes of the nature of self, then because whatever it is not, I'm removing it. What will be left? What it is. What it is not, I'm removing. It has, as a person who has, as a child who comes in front of you with many, many jackets. So I'm removing the jackets one by one, one by one, one by one. Then what will he be? Whatever, without the jackets, what he is, that he is. That is his own nature. Similarly, here we have conditioned this mind so much. All the layers, all the koshas are what? Conditionings only. I feel I'm this body, I feel I'm the mind, I feel I'm my mind. Nahi, I am the mind. When the sorrow or joy comes, the anxiety comes, and worries come, I get worried. I become worried. So I'm superimposing all the qualities of that on myself. When I superimpose, this is all de-superimposition going on. Deconditioning. Conditioner is good only for the hair, not for our mind. Or we have to decondition it. We are removing everything. Whatever is left, it is saying Brahmam Agyam Ajam Nityam Ajena Ajam Vibhudyate. He knows that Aj by that Aj only. Then 34th, we saw Nigrihitasya Manasaha Nirvikalpasya Dhimataha. Here, Nigrihitasya Manasa. I told you this is the mind that is absorbed mind. This is absorbed mind. I'm using absorption because I do not have another word here. That absorption means the Amani Bhav mind. That is a negated mind. Nirvikalpasya dhimata, which does not have any duality. Dhimata means what? Who has done the vivek, who is with buddhi of that jnana, that this mind is nothing but the self only. Prachara satu vigyayaha. The state of this mind should be known. Sushupte anyona tatsama. It is different than sushupti. See, it is saying this. It is not sushupti. It is not snooze. It is not coma. It is not any other samadhi state also. Here the mind is there, the thoughts are there. He is seeing the thoughts, but all the thoughts are negated completely. He is seeing all the thoughts negated. So this has been compared in this shlok. The deep sleep state has been compared to Amani Bhav. That they both are different, they both are separate. Don't compare them at all. I may be having a feeling that in the deep sleep, see, in deep sleep, there is abhavakar vritti. In this amani bhav, there is jnanakar vritti. In abhavakar vritti, the triputi is there, but it is not there. I mean, it is lean. It is dissolved. It comes out again, you will have the sansar. But here, in amani bhav, he sees everything negated. All those things are there, but it is negated. He is seeing like a person, a lama was going, and some person said, see, look at the flag. That flag is fluttering in the air. The lama said, the flag is not fluttering, your mind is fluttering. They are Vigyanvadis. Everything for them is Vigyan only. Everything for them is Vritti only. He said, your mind is fluttering. Flag is not fluttering. So continuously, whatever he is seeing, he is not objectifying it, but he's removing the condition and trying to go back and see that everything is the mind only and the mind is negated. So nothing is there. So he's not affected by the things outside. Next point was the deep sleep state has got all the seeds of calamities, all the sanskar. This Amani Bhav will take out all those seeds. This was just negated. It will take out all those seeds. The seeds are destroyed. The seeds are not there for germination again, that it will create another fruit. So these are completely two different states. Yesterday we saw the 33rd Shlok. And how is it? That is Nitya Prakasha Sarupa Iva Savita, Nitya Vijnana, page 178, 33rd Shlok Bhashya. Nitya Prakasha Sarupa Iva Savita, Nitya Vijnana Ek Rasa Ghanatvat Na Jnanantaram Apekshata Ityartha, because it is homogeneous knowledge. It is homogeneous, one homogeneous knowledge. There is no triputi in there. It is the chit, Sat Chit Anand. It is the chit in the Sat Chit Anand. Okay. So this was a 33rd Shlok. Then 34th 34th Shlok also we saw. That how this state comes where we are comparing. We're comparing because he has already attained that state. Attained that state through what? Atma Satya Anubodhena. Through that Atma Gyan only. He has attained that state where there is no calamities. Last line of 179 page. Last line say Atma Satyanubodha Hutasha Viplushta Avidya Adi Anartha Pravritti Bijasya Niruddhasya Anya Eva Prashanta Sarva Klesha Rajasah Swatantra Vichara. Got it? Page 179, last page. Atma Satyanubodha Hutasha. Hutasha means what? That he has burned. Hutasha means Agni. Viplushta means burnt. So through that Agni of what? Atma Satya Anubodha. We have read Atma Bodha. Similarly, here Atma Satyanubodha. So that Gyan of that self only, he has burned. All the vasanas are burned. All the seed is burned. Bharjita Kotita in Bhagavatam also this comes, that one who does Bhagwan's Aradhana, one who does Upasana of the Lord, his all his sanskars, all his kamnas are destroyed. So similarly here also it is said the same thing. So Vidyadi Anartha Pravritti Bijasya Niruddhasya Anya Prashanta Sarva Klesha Rajasa. No possibility of any sorrow or joy, anything. That does not mean that the situation will not give him sorrows. I'm telling you again. But that will not affect him. The snake is there, but the poison is taken out. The fangs are taken out. The snake is there. So that is a toy then. If there is no poison in that snake left, the fangs are taken out. It is like a toy. Then a child can play with that. Similarly, here he has negated the whole mind, he has negated the sansar, He has negated everything. So even if that is present, even if the situation is present that can give him joy or sorrow, but still he is seeing them as non-existent. Nothing is existing for him. So that does not have a capacity to influence him, influence his mind, influence his behavior. So he's quiet. Prashant sarva klesha rajasa. All his rajas, all his klesh are shant now, quietened. Swatantra prachara, it is free. Ataha na tat sama. Therefore, both these situations are not equal. You can't say that these situations are equal. No. Which one? Deep sleep and Amani Bhav. Comparing. They're not same. Tasmad ayukta sa vigyatum iti abhipraya. That is that state. Tasmad yukta, sorry, not ayukta. Tasmad yukta sa vigyatum iti abhipraya. That state should be known. That state should be known. Now we come to 35th. Liyate hi sushupte. Now here you have to add the word manaha. Manaha liyate hi sushupte. In the sushupti, the mind gets dissolved. Mind is absorbed. Mind is absorbed. See, I am using again absorption there because I do not have any other option. So I have to use this word, but it is not the absorption of that amani bhav. This is absorption of abhavakar vritti. सुषुप्ते लीयते मनः tat nigrihitam na liyate. Same mind. Tat means manah. Same mind is not dissolved in amani bhav. Tat nigrihitam. Nigrihitam means when it is controlled or when it is negated. Na liyate. At that time it is not dissolved in amani bhav. So first quarter is describing the deep sleep. And the second quarter is describing the Amani Bhav. Now let us come to the third. Tadeva Nirbhayam Brahma. That mind is of the nature of that Brahma. Nirbhayam. Why Nirbhayam? Because there is no other to create Bhay. Dvayam hi Bhayam Bhavati. What is that word? Dvayam hi Bhayam Bhavati. Dvitiyasya Bhayam Bhavati. So when there is second, there only bhai comes. So here when I only am, from whom will I be scared of? So there is nothing to be afraid of. It is of that nature, that state. Tadeva, Amani Bhav. Tadeva means that Amani Bhav. Tadeva, Nirbhayam Brahma, Gyan Alokam Samantatah. In the end, light of knowledge is only remaining. When you remove everything, all the dust, everything, what is remaining is that light, like the tube light in the kitchen, especially when we clean it. All the layers of dust, of the layers of oil, everything is cleansed properly. What remains? Then we do not have to add light in it. The light is self-effulgent in the tube light. People will come, oh, you have changed that tube light. You have put a brighter tube light. No, it's the same thing. What is the difference? We just have removed the crust. That's all. So samantataha. So yana lokam samantata. In the end, that light of knowledge only remains. Let us come to the bhashya. Prachar bhede hetum ahaha. The difference of the two states. Prachar means sthiti. Two states difference has been said now. The cause of that has been said now. Liyate sushuptau. First word he has taken, first quarter he has taken. Liyate sushuptau hi means mana. Liyate manaha. You have to add there. Liyate manaha sushuptau hi. In the sushupti, when the mind is dissolved, lean in the self, at that time, he means what? Is equal to. He means yasmat. He is giving the meaning of each and every word. He means yasmat because. So because he has taken the word he in the moolam, he is describing what does he mean. He is equal to yasmat. Sarva bhihi avidyadi pratyaya bija vasana bhihi. Now what is happening? Sarva bhi means by sarva means by all. Sarva bhi by all. Avidya adi pratyay bij. So it is having all the avidya bij. So avidya, kam, karma, these three are a category. Avidya, kam, karma. So he has said avidya adi pratyay bij. So avidya adi pratyay bij means avidya ignorance, kam and karma, the desires and the actions. All this create a triputi, and vasana bhi, along with the vasanas, along with all the vasanas, saha tamo rupam. These are all what? These are all tamo rupam. This is tamo rupam. Why tamo rupam? This is explaining, if you remember, abhavakar vritti. Now, please tell me, who will tell me the meaning of abhavakar vritti? And what does it do? We have to revise also like that. Otherwise, we'll forget. And I have taken this a lot of times. What is abhavakar vritti and what does it do? Where is it seen? What does it prove? I have unmuted you. You can just unmute yourself. I've allowed you to unmute, I mean. Tell me fast. What is abhavakar vritti? Yes.
कुछ नहीं है करके देखते हैं, कुछ नहीं,
Okay, absence of object. कुछ नहीं है.
कुछ नहीं है.
Absence of all the objects. What does it do?
No vritti.
No vritti. What does it do? Absence of object means no vritti. What? No vritti. No, this is a vritti only. Abhavakar vritti is a vritti only. So what is it doing actually to make us feel that there is no vritti? Tell me.
No subject.
No subject, no object. So what is it doing? You're right. Subject is who? Dakhanji is saying there is no subject, there is no object. Who's the subject there?
Me.
Me. Right, me. The person who's in deep sleep. So he has over that abhavakar vritti overwhelms the subject, overwhelms the object, and it overwhelms the self also. Okay. So abhavakar, we don't forget all these things. So abhavakar vritti does what? It is overwhelming everything. And what is the experience there? I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Why? Because it is overwhelmed. It has overwhelmed the subject, it has overwhelmed the object, and it has overwhelmed myself also, self, aham. And that is why that thought is there that I don't know anything. That is why it is tamo rupam. Tamo rupam. It is of the nature of that tamo, tamas. It is of the nature of that tamas. Tamo rupam, avishesh rupam. No, not specific roop. Because there is nothing, no visheshan there. So, avishesha rupam, but bij bhavam apadyate. That bij bhavam is there. It has abhavakar vritti. So, bij bhav, all the sanskars are there. Otherwise, we won't go to sleep. Because after getting up, maybe I won't have the love for that same person. I will have love for somebody else because bij is not there now. Everything will change. So when I go to sleep, it is with beach bhavam apadyate. It is with fully with beach. The whole thing has all the sanskar and everything. I get it back as it was intact. Full stop. You have to make a full stop there where there is a comma. Bij bhavam apadyate, full stop. Tat means manaha. Viveka vijnana purvakam. Viveka vijnana purvakam means what? You remember? Spandan. Spandan. With that spandan, Viveka vijnana purvakam. With that spandan is what? The movement is what? The movement is due to Maya only. How can there be movement in a jad thing? Just think about it. The mind is showing us movement. All the movement is due to Maya only. So whole world is Spandan only. Spandan means what? Spandan means grahya, sambandh. The interaction, the perceiver and perceived is there. It has split into two. This is called that Vivek Jnana Purvakam. So it doesn't now niruddham nagrihitam sat liyate. Now it is niruddham that has been negated. This is the Amanibha. Nigrihitam. That Atma is Purn and world is Mithya. He is continuously seeing it. The mind is absorbed, but not dissolved. It is absorbed. Absorbed means what? Negated. Negated. It is negated. That sun na liyate. It means by knowledge. The knowledge is maintained. The knowledge is there. I hope it is clear. I should say negated only instead of absorbed. So it will be more clear when I differentiate. So it is negated there completely. It is there, but it is not there. It is there, but it is not there. Because I have negated it. But in deep sleep, it is not there. It is dissolved. In deep sleep, in Abhavakar Vritti, it is not there. When do I get it back? When I get up. That means what? The beach was there. But here, I'm destroying the beach only. That's why I'm saying negated. Nigrihitam. Sat na liyate. Tamo bija bhavam na apadyate. And that is why it won't go to tamo bhav. It won't go to bij bhavam because all the bij I have negated it. Continuously. How? Through the knowledge only. Through the knowledge of the self. I have continuously hit on the sanskars, the bij rupi sanskars. Continuously I'm hitting it, negating. Those will all appear so unreal to me that they will stop affecting me, influencing me, propelling me towards sansar. Now, even though they are there, but still, I am not affected by it. Let it be. I don't feel that it should be removed also. I have overcome all these tantrums of the mind. I've overcome. You see, when we were small things uh, used to affect us. Small things used to affect. But slowly, we have started. This is called maturity. Slowly, we have started learning. We started seeing the behavior of other people. That this also sometimes it happens. Yeah, with this person also this happens. Again, he becomes normal. So we take it all as a part and parcel of our life. We don't get too much affected by it slowly. But this happens. If you see some person in your next door that he has a son and his son is failing. And when we were young, when we were small, anybody's failure used to affect us so badly. But now we feel, what is it? Failure does not mean so much. It should not be given so much of importance. He's failed in one subject. That does not mean he's a failure in his life. We've changed us. This is called maturity. Similarly, in this knowledge, the maturity is to see that everything here is false. It is negated in my thought. So no importance is given to anybody's praise, anybody's criticism, anybody's name, anybody's fame, the wealth that he had, because we feel that all this is belonging to the transitory world and it is not of permanency. Does not have anything, no permanency there. Today it is there. We have seen people from rags to riches, from riches to rags also we have seen. It is all Mike. It is all prarabdha. Oh, it is not in our control. So one, this is maturity. So this person who has attained that harmony bhav through knowledge, he has this situation, he has this developed maturity or mind or vision, you can say, that nothing in this world influences him. Nothing. I'm telling you, nothing. Even the good points, even the praises, even the goodness of others. What? Yes, even the goodness of others does not affect him because he knows that this is also conditioning on that mind of that self. He leaves everything and he is established in that essential form which will never leave him. Aheyam anupateyam. That is his own nature. Because goodness may be there or may not be there sometime. But that nature of that self will never leave him. That is his own self. So again and again, whenever the sansar troubles him, he goes back to his own nature and he sits there quietly. Big Mahatmas, the Gyanis, it wasn't that they were in troubled. They were troubled a lot by the sansar. You read Rishabh Devji's life. He was urinated on, pelted stones. He was completely bald. I think, I don't know if he was shaven. And so people used to hit him on his head and go. He's a Gyani, Rishabh Devji, the founder of Jainism. He's a saint of Tirthankar. He was a saint in our Bhagavatam. He's one of the uh, avatar of Lord Vishnu. So if they have shown us, that means that can be achieved also. Parakash, the limit, there is no limit to perfection. There is no limit towards this path, on this path. The highest is waiting for us. We should be ready to sacrifice anything to get there. Because the result is such a big result. So the sacrifice also that it needs has to be big. Tamo bijam na apadyate, full stop. So there, it doesn't see anything. It has beach of calamity. It does not know itself where? In that? In that sushupti. Okay. But here, tasmat yukta prachara veda sushuptasya samahitasya cha manasah. Therefore, difference in the two states, prachar bhedaha, mind of the mind in the deep sleep and the amanibha is right only because it cannot be same. Both are different. Yada grahya grahaka avidyakrita mala dvaya varjitam bhavati, you have to add bhavati there, bhavati tada. Yada is there, so tada also has to be there. Yada grahya grahaka avidyakrita. So grahya grahaka sambandha is created by avidya. It is due to avidya, ignorance only. It is seen the thought when there is no receiver, where there is nothing to be received. There, if I am seeing anything, if I am seeing bhed, that is only due to avidya only. Mala dvaya varjitam. These two are mala, dirt of the mind. Mala dvaya varjitam. When he sees his state of mind without this mal of grahya graha. See, the moment I have, why is it called dirt? The moment I have this grahya grahak sambandha, the interaction starts. Interaction starts only when I have some desire. It will lead to karma also. It will lead to karma phal also. That means what? Bhog, bhoktritva, kartritva, phalatva, karma phalatva, everything is queued up. It is waiting to attack me. It is waiting to pull me again, suck me into the world again. That is why it is called maladvaya, varjita. This mala has to be removed. This grahya grahaka grahya grahaka sambandha has to be removed. Varjitam bhavati tada paramadvayam brahmaiva tat samvritam iti atah tadeva nirbhayam. So when there is tada param advayam, then at that time there, what is left? There that Brahma eva, without any limitation of time, space, object is left. And that is why uh, tat samvrittam iti. Samvrittam means ascertained, nirdharit. Tat eva nirbhayam, it is fearless, because there you don't have any second. You don't have anything other apart from you to make you fearful. न द्वैतं भयं भवति निर्भयं द्वैत ग्रहणस्य भय निमित्तस्य अभावात् all bhaya is because that of that dvaita only dvaita grahanasya bhaya nimittasya abhavat only due to dvait duality some fear is created in our mind and because there is no duality there so that is why there is no nimitta there is no opportunity for being fearful abhavat ah Shantam Abhayam Brahma. This Brahma is Shantam Abhayam Brahma. This is completely Shant. There is no agitation in that. But because there is no thoughts coming up, there is because there is no difference there of Triputi there. Yad Vidvat na bibheti kutaschana. He is again quoting Taittiriya. This is from the Taittiriya. That Yad Vidvan na bibheti kadachana. Kadachana is also there and kutaschana is also there in the same Taittiriya. So he is saying that there, knowing that he has no fear. Tadeva Visheshate, full stop. Tadeva Visheshate, that is the Visheshan. Visheshate, Gyapti Jnanam Atma Sabhava Chaitanyam. So now he is explaining this Jnana Sabhava. What is it? Gyapti Jnanam Atma Sabhava Chaitanyam. Jnanam, Tadeva Jnanam. So Jnana means what? Without the triputi of the known and knowledge. Gyata, Gya and Gyan is not that is only kyapti matra, only knowledge. It is. That's all. What it is, who's knowing, nothing. Only knowledge. That is called kyapti matram. Kyapti jnanam atma sabhava chaitanyam, whose nature is of the consciousness. Tadeva jnanam, that is called jnanam here. So he is describing the jnanam. Jnanam alokaha. So he has split the word jnana lokaha into Gyan and Aloka. Now he is describing the word Aloka. Aloka means what? Prakashaha yasya tad Brahma. Of it is the Prakash, it is the light. Of what? It is the light of that Brahma only. Yasya tad Brahma, which is that Brahma only. Gyan Alokam Vijnana Ekarasakhanam Ityartha. So it is not of that Brahma. That light is not of that Brahma, then the light will be different and Brahma will be different. The Brahma only is of the nature of light. They are not separate. So it is Prakasha, Swayam Prakasha, that is a self-effulgent. Vijnana Eka Rasaghanam Ityartha, it is of homogeneous knowledge. So you put everything, you put something that is our own self only. It is difficult to perceive actually. You put all the knowledge also there. You put Chaitanya there. You put Prakash there, illumination there. That Brahma is. It is without any time, without any space also. That means it is everywhere also. You have to go out of the limitation of space. You have to go out of limitation of time. You have to go out of the limitation of object. It's difficult because you can't perceive it like that. And what is it? It is of the nature of knowledge. It is of the nature of illumination. And it is Chetan. It is not something jad. That is Brahma. That is me. I. So that's why he is saying here that there is Vigyan Ekarasaghanam Ityartha, no trio there. So Samantataha, Samantat, last word is Samantataha. Samantat Sarvataha Vyomavat Nairantaryena Vyapakam Ityartha. From Samantat means from all the sides. How is it from all the sides? Like Vyomavat, like the space is everywhere. Nairantaryena, it is continuous. It does not have it is not coming and going, or it is restricted to some space. It's not like that. So with respect to time also, because experience of space is continuous. Experience of that space is continuous. Wherever we go, that experience of space is continuous. It is not leaving us. Similarly, here also, without any conditioning of space, that I is experienced by this person who is practicing Amani Bhav, who has attained, not practicing, who has attained that Amani Bhav. Okay, let us come to 36 Shlok. We have already read it. Ajam, Anidram. So Ajam means what? Not born. Anidram, he does not have ignorance, no ignorance. Aswapnam, no Anyatha Gyan. There was Agrahan and Anantya Grahan, if you remember. Agam Prakaran. In Agam Prakaran, Anyatha Gyan was there in Swapnavastha. And Agrahanam was in Sushupti. And in waking state, Anyatha and Agrahan both were there, remember. So this was there in Swapnavastha, no Anyatha Grahanam. Aswapnam means no Anyatha Grahan. This is describing the Amani Bhav. Anamakam, no nam, no form. Arupakam, there is no form also. Sakrit Vibhatam Sarvajnam, which illumines at all times. Actually, Sakrit means once. But here it is meaning which illuminates at all times. Nopachara Kathanchana, it does not perform anything. It does not perform anything. Let us come to the Bhashyam, the seed path. Janma Nimitta Abhavat Sa Bhagyabhyantaramajam. Because of its, it is not born because of Janma Nimitta Abhava, not born. That is why it is Bhaya also and Antar also. Bhaya Abhyantaram Ajam, it is not born. If it was born, we need then what we need? Then we need two Atmas. Because it will be born by some one Atma. Atma number one, Atma number two. If it is born from one Atma number one, then we need another Atma number minus one, who is the mother of that Atma one. Like that, it will go to regress infinitum. So therefore, it is not born. Avidya nimittam he janma rajju sarpavat iti avochama. I have already said avochama. That janma is because of avidya only. Like the sarpa has born on that rope due to avidya. Sa cha avidya atma satyanubodhena niruddha yato atah ajamatah ajam atah eva anidram. So by that knowledge of the self, sa cha avidya atma satyanubodhena. By that atma satyanubodh, by the knowledge of the self, then Dvaita goes away. Dvaita goes away. Ignorance goes away. And that is why negated, niruddha, it has stopped. So ignorance is stopped. Ignorance is curtailed, negated. Yataha, ataha. So as that is ajaha, yataha, ataha, ajaha, ajam, ataha, eva anidram. Because it is ajam, unborn, that is why it is anidram. Anidram means absence of ignorance. Anidram. No ignorance. Because it is Aja, because Janma is due to ignorance. Simple logic. Janma is due to ignorance. Because it is not having Janma, so no ignorance. Next. Avidya Lakshana, Anadi Maya, Nidra. So Nidra means what here? That ignorance only. Anadi. Not knowing is Nidra. I'm not knowing. I'm forgetful of everything. Not knowing everything, anything. That is Nidra. This quotation is from Agam Prakaran only. Anadi Suktah Jivaha. Remember, this had come in Agam Prakaran. Swapat Prabuddho Advaya Swarupena Atmana Atah Aswapnam. So from sleep it has woken up to its non-dual nature. First line, 182 page. So Swapat Prabuddho Advaya Swarupena. Swapat means from that sleep. Swapat Prabuddho, he has woken up. Prabuddha, he has woken up. Advaya Swarupena, by that Advaya Swarup, by to its non-dual nature, has come to wake up. Atmana ataha aswapnam. So aswapnam here means what? Aswapnam means in waking state. Aswapnam means swapnam means what? Anyatha grahan. And aswapnam means what? There is no anyatha grahan in that. It's clear. No, because there is no ignorance there. He has woken up. Is woken up from that swapna. Aprabodha kritehi asya nama rupe. Full stop. When there is ignorance, then it has nam and roop also. Due to ignorance, it's got nam and roop. Prabodhachate, rajju sarpavad vinashte iti. When prabodh happens, prabodhachate, when he has got gyan, that time the sarpa vanishes on itself. Rajju sarpavad vinashte, it gets destroyed like the snake on the rope. Iti na namna abhidhiyate brahma rupyate va. Now it has no name. It has got no name. Abhidhiyate. We do not need to put a name on that Brahma. There is because there is no roop also. What is the definition of Nam? Tell me. What is the definition of Nam? There we have to put a full stop. Rupyateva. What is the definition of Nam? What does it do? Okay, don't tell me the definition. What does Nam do?
याद करता है
Vyavartakatvat. It differentiates one from the other. One who is Ramesh cannot be Somesh, cannot be Rakesh. It is differentiating. So Vyavartakatvat Namatvat. So because it has got no roop, therefore no Nam also. Na kenachit prakarena iti anamakam arupakam chatat. By any way it can't have any form or name. Because it does not have any form. So therefore it does not have any name. So यतो वाचो निवर्तन्ते इत्यादि श्रुते है. In Taittiriya, he's again quoting Taittiriya. Taittiriya also it is said, where the speech returns, the speech does not, because it's not able to illuminate it. Yato vacho nivartante mana buddhyasah ityadi shute. Kimcha sakrit vibhatam sadaiv vibhatam. Ever sakrit vibhatam means it is ever illumined. Sadaiva Vibhatam, it is ever illumined. Sakrit Vibhatam is not once. Sakrit actually means once, but here it is meaning Sadaiva Vibhatam, full stop. Ever illumined. Sada Bharupam Agrahana Grahana Anyatha Grahana Avirbhava Tiro Bhava Varjitatvat. Because all these things are not there in it. Agrahan, Anyatha Grahan. Bharupam. It is Bharupam. It is of the nature of illumination only. Agrahana is not there. Anyatha Grahana. Anyatha Grahana. It is also not there. And Abhirbhav, Tirobhav, manifestation and unmanifestation is also not there. Varjitatvat. That means no name, no roop. It is describing that Brahma only. It is not difficult. Grahana, agrahane hi, ratra ahani tamaha. Grahana means what? Grahana means grahana and agrahana. Grahana means ratri here. And agrahana means ahani. Ahani means day. So that tamahaja avidya lakshanam, that avidya in the form of that tamaha, in the form of that darkness, sada aprabhatatve. It is always night there. Due to that abhav of that vidya tatve, ignorance, karanam tat abhavat nitya chaitanya bharupatvacha. Because abhav of that avidya is not there, the chaitanya is proved to be bharupam. It is always illuminated. There is no avidya, there is no tama roop there. Yuktam sakrit vibhatamiti. It is apt to say it is sakrit vibhatam. It is always illuminated. It is not with any darkness. Tata eva sarvam cha tad gya swarupam cha iti sarvagyam. Therefore, it is all and of the nature of gya swarup. Yapti matram. It is of the nature of gya swarup. Gya swarup means gyan only. Gyan only. It is of the nature of gyan. So, Cheti Sarvagyam, therefore it is called Sarvagyam. It is taking each word there. Sarvagyam it has described from the Mula. Na iha brahmane avidha evam vidha upacharana upachara kartavya. In this Brahma, no duty in Brahma present. No kartavya. Upachara means there is no kartavya there. That Brahma has to do something. Huh? It has created the world. It has got light also, knowledge also. So you have to use your knowledge, bhai. So much of knowledge is there, so much of light is there. Use something for the world. No, it has got no kartavya there. Yatha अन्येषात्म स्वरूप व्यतिरेकेण समाधान आदि उपचारः. Like for others, if somebody has something they have to do there, it does not mean that. So no samadhi, no kartavya required there, like the others. Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swabhavatvad Brahmana. It is of the nature of Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta. This Shuddha also, Buddha also. Buddha means all the knowledge takes place there. Mukta also, it is free from any birth and death. Swabhavatvad Brahmana. Kathanchana na kathanchit tapi kartavya sambhavo avidya nashe ityartha. Therefore, on destruction of that avidya also, there is no duty in that Brahma that I have to do something. Kanchit tapi kartavya sambhavo avidya nashe ityartha. Neither there is any possibility of any duty, nor it has got any duty as to complete any duty that it has to complete something. So we have completed 36 shloka and 37 we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah.